Hello again, crypto traders. And oh yeah, this is a pretty sight for the miners out there like me. Okay, last time I left you, we were right here on Bitcoin, and I was saying, okay, first of all, lots of support in this area. I was talking of support basically on the closes here, most important. On the far left, this close, the lower wick, the close here, very important. And if this red candle had been followed by another red one and closed below all this, my price target on Bitcoin was 38,000, and over here on ETH, same thing. He rolled over, and a breakdown here would have sent him down to about 2,500, where I would have been a buyer big time. But let me explain something here. In the last video I made, I talked about 1900. Look down here at the bottom. This is the time, right? 1900, the bottom. The next was a pop. Over here, 1500. Okay? The buy signal came at 1900. Minus 100, break above that. Okay? So 1900 is really important. That was the initial buy signal. The second buy signal was CCI breaking above 0. Okay? Then the next pullback. Okay, we got a 9 a.m. liftoff. Right about there is where the CCI crossed up. Okay? 7. Okay. Then over here, that was a 3 a.m. Over here, another 3 a.m. And the last two are 1900. Look at the bottom, liftoff at 1900. Over here, liftoff, right, the buy signal came right here on this one. Okay, it started here, but the volume didn't come, okay, until 1500. And then by 1900, he was well on his way. So somebody between 1500 and 7 p.m. is here to support Bitcoin at these prices. He was there to buy, okay? Send it way up once, twice, 3. I count that also, 4, 5, 6. 7th time is a charm, okay? So instead of breaking down here, they put a big buy program in, and we got above 0 CCI on the 4-hour chart, and that is staying bullish. Okay, but look at Bitcoin. He's kind of flat today. He was red on the daily chart for a while, and I'll show you why the difference here. Okay, well, you can see it right here. Okay, Bitcoin is only up to that old high. All right, and now ETH is finally approaching. And on the daily chart, Bitcoin outperformed ETH by far, by almost getting to that high on that green candle right there. Okay, and almost to the upper Bollinger Band, which is now moving up because of the huge volatility and volume makes the Bollinger Band spread apart. And it's saying, come on up here and tag me. But I think Bitcoin's going to have a lot of resistance right here. Okay, he was red until just, I mean, it's 2:30 in the afternoon in Chicago time, USA, and he was red all day until just now, about an hour ago. All right, so now they're approaching the same position. See, ETH really didn't perform that way well yesterday. Yesterday, he only got to about here. He didn't even come close to here or to the upper Bollinger Band. Also upturning, saying, come and get me. Okay, but now they're more in sync. They're almost, if ETH was right about here, they would be perfectly in sync. Okay, at the top of this candle here, and Bitcoin is at the top of the high candles here. So on the candles, they're equal. So ETH is now, I think yesterday they ran ETH, concentrating on it, and today the buy program was on. They ran Bitcoin yesterday, and they're running ETH today. See, Bitcoin finally made a move. But I wasn't worried. His 7 moving average was upticking. Okay, but see, Bitcoin hasn't even broken above this high yet. And when he does, he should really take off. Okay, but it is a weekend, remember. And ETH already broke above this high right here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 6 hours. Okay, whereas the last 6 hours for Bitcoin has been green, red, green, red, red, green. And the volume has been pretty light, whereas huge volume since about 6 a.m. since America woke up. Okay, 7 a.m. my time is 8 a.m. In New York City, East Coast time. And Americans liked what they saw and started piling in, I think. Okay, so take a look at the 15-minute chart. Yep. ETH is about to break out to a new high, and Bitcoin's old high is way back here. So he's got a ways to go before, but he's on the move now. Okay, just in the last 45 minutes. See, he was way down here, underperforming by far. And now that he's running, and they're pretty much in sync, ETH will start moving a little bit with him. Once they get all caught up, they'll move together again. It's unusual to see a separation like this, but you know, you can really see it on the 5-minute chart, where you know, up until just about half an hour ago, Bitcoin wasn't doing anything throughout this whole range, and ETH broke out here to new highs and just kept running. Okay, they're just about caught up with each other. Okay, so where are they going to go? Well, let's take a look at the weekly chart first, because Bitcoin has improved to 11.66%, and ETH is now 12.62%. So that's about almost a full percentage up on Bitcoin, and we are about to get the plus 100 buy signal crossing up through plus 100 there. Same thing, 89 here, 85 here. That should send it over this high and start bending the upper Bollinger Band up on the weekly chart. Now, if ETH gets that, he's got a ways to go until he breaks the old high, because he outperformed Bitcoin on that rise, where he came equal to the close that day and the open that day, and Bitcoin didn't even come close to hitting this high. Bitcoin would have had to come all the way up to here on this move and didn't even come close. Okay, he would have had to come right there to match ETH's move up there. But they're both really good looking charts. Okay, and on the 1 hour, we should see some Bitcoin movement now, almost breaking out. Watch for the volume on the breakout. There'll be a lot of buyers when they get above that high on the red candle and the high on that green upper wick. Okay, so on the daily chart, you know, Bitcoin could easily come up here. There's going to be some resistance here. If any short position, large short, he's going to try and defend this position. He does not want Bitcoin going above that. If he initiated his short at this high, all these other guys that shorted down here got wiped out in the last couple of days. They had their positions closed, especially if they were using margin, or what you call leverage. I call margin. Okay, and on the daily chart for ETH, okay, you know, I can only judge by, this is the upper limit as far as I can see. And again, there's going to be resistance, but if we have another big Momo day, tomorrow's Sunday, but up a little, you know, Sunday too, and then Monday, wham, we're going to hit that. We could see breakouts to all-time new highs, where, well, it's not all-time highs. It's, you know, it doesn't cover since the crash back in mid-May, which was higher by about $400 on ETH. But breaking above this level is going to be hard, but when it's done, this one isn't far away, and they'll probably take that out when, you know, it's October, folks. Bitcoin usually has a tough September, and look at what happened. This was the beginning of September right here, September 1st. Okay, it went up for a few days, but after that it was pretty much down. And then we get to October, and here we go. Just like the stock market. We call it the Santa Claus rally. It begins in October and ends in January. And then tax selling. There's some tax selling just before the end of the year. So looking good. I'm happy. And yeah, I'm in it. I would have been happy with 2,500 ETH, but I was very happy with my position, which I will hold. It turned into a swing trade immediately by giving me a couple of $100 cushion. Of course, I'd never let it go below my buy, but I don't think it'll ever get back down there.